the live on my
Yeah,
phone too.
absolutely.
Get it going.
And yeah, we're live now. What is going on,
Ow!
Macabros?
Woo! There
This
we go.
this is our week 3 live stream. I mean, technically we're at the end of week 2. But we're back. We love doing this. It's been a weekly thing every Monday, I guess. So I'm joined again by over in this corner, my co-writer, co-director, Erik Champney.
Hi, kids.
Below Erik is our executive producer, Randy Borruso. Next to him is the one of the stars of Macabre, China Perruccio,
Woo!
our scream queen, and then over down here, introducing you guys for the first time is the other star of Macabre, Harvey Lipman.
Hello. What's going
How,
on, everyone?
how y'all doing tonight?
Lovely, lovely, lovely. How is
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
here?
Glad to be here, man. There's so much to talk about. I mean, this is just one of those exciting
Yeah.
streams, you
We've
know?
got a lot to talk about today.
Like, I mean, you should think about the stream from night one when we streamed that night
Yeah.
to our stream last Monday to here. We've had 3 streams on YouTube, and the incredible success of the campaign between point A to point today is really breathtaking.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
it's really cool.
and it's because of all the people watching and all the people who have watched before and who have who have been, you know, kind of taking our hands and saying, yes, we will help you make this movie, we will make this real for you, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so cool to see a bunch of like familiar faces in the comments too. I can't believe how many comments there are already. You guys are going crazy right now.
Yeah, and I mean, as always, you know, get your questions in, you know, or comments, whatever. Say what you want to say to us, and Randy's gonna read them off for us to answer. And as you can see in the middle, I'm all discoordinated. The middle, we've got thank you, Harvey. We've got our pledge counter. It's
like
over
this way.
here. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
this way.
I think our screens might be different from
It's
their
like-
screens that they're seeing.
Yeah,
Are
but
we pointing
if you look
towards?
at it-
No, this
It's-
way, Randy.
Oh, it's this way.
I think it's
No,
here.
it's you got it right there. Yeah.
Oh, it's there.
Wait, we should all try to point
Yeah.
to it at the same time.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can't miss it. We are at 36,916 right now. So our goal that we have to pass is 40,000. So we are I can't do the math, but we're at 92%. I'm told by Kickstarter. So what would be really awesome is to get past that threshold while we're live. Like let's have it all like on video so we can post that and be like, wow, you know what happened. That would be really awesome. So, you know, get your pledges in if you haven't already. We love reading them off as they come in too. Like we get updated on our phones. So if you want a little shout out, that's something to consider. But yeah, this might be a very monumental night, and we're not even halfway. Like we're almost halfway, but we're halfway through the actual campaign. So it's really awesome that we've come this far in terms of that. And again, you know, thanks to all of you guys who've just made this possible.
You were the best.
Yeah. It's been amazing.
Simply
very
the
So-
best,
pure, very classy.
I feel like we ought to talk about, because he's brand new, a little bit about Harvey and just like, you know, who he is in the film. I don't know if you guys want to.
Who I am in real life.
This is
but who I am-
Harvey.
Oh,
Oh
God.
yeah, that's Harvey too.
Yeah, there's a painting of me.
There's a Peyton.
There's a painting. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, like, you know, we could, you know, feel free to maybe, I guess, like talk about some kind of stuff in that manner, things like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You want me to talk?
We all just went really quiet there for a second. Yeah.
Maybe I phrased my proposition horribly.
You really put him on the spot there.
Well, it was more like I thought they were going to talk about, the intruder who is Harvey, and
You guys go on about that, and then I will do my bit. But Erik and Zack, go on intruder mode.
Okay.
Well,
so,
as you know, we're making a movie. It's called Macabre.
Yeah.
What we're doing right now is crowdfunding to make the short film version of it, which is going to be the proof of concept to then pitch it and get the theatrical version made. The short film that we're funding right now that we're going to make is going to be the opening scene. And essentially, it's a slasher movie. There's got to be a villain. There's got to be a masked villain in it, and that role belongs to Harvey.
Ooh.
Gotta get
So
us one
spooky.
bland.
Yeah. Yes.
absolutely spooky Harvey.
Yeah.
Yes, and Harvey's going to be using his physicality. He's 6'4", lean, mean, and
British.
Woo! Oh my God, the biceps are taking up the whole frame. Relax.
and he did that for all of you. That was just for
All of you, yeah.
Thank you, Harvey, for blessing us.
Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome.
Oh my God.
He's like, no.
Zack is making a movie. We have Silent Saturn. Zack is making a movie. I'm assuming that's sarcasm, obviously.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
No way.
that's Daniel. Yeah, that is totally.
Yeah,
Daniel.
okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
No, wait a minute. Actually, now that I think about it, Silent Saturn has been in all the other chats, so of course that's sarcasm. That would have been hilarious. But yeah, so I think Erik, your first meeting of Harvey was back at our first film, right? When we were doing Tuesday? Is that how you
Yeah,
remember?
Harvey came on set and as a production assistant, and I somehow accidentally, because in the flurry of everything, I was like, you're the one. You come here.
Yeah.
and
I
he
know.
kind of became my production assistant.
Yes. No, I literally did. On that, I was just like, oh, so I'm just going to follow Erik around, and I'm just going to bring him chairs and snacks and just make sure he's good. And yeah, that's literally what I did. And I was Erik's PA and not the set's PA. And that was how it went for the rest of that.
Yeah, it worked out. It worked out great. And then when I decided that I wanted to make my new movie, I made it because, which was The Screens, which is the movie I made last time. Macabre is the one we're making now.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it with Randy and Harvey. So that was the second film that I made. And that is now in the conclusion of its festival run. And it's been doing really well, like all over the world and in North America. We've been having a good time. And so we hope in the near future to see Macabre doing the same thing and more.
Yeah. And if you want to check out the trailer for The Screens, you can head to it's the link that's, at the top there, which is the link to go to the Kickstarter campaign page. But you will find the trailer for The Screens. It's in the Our Story section. So if you want to check that out either right now or wait till after the stream so you don't miss anything.
Absolutely. It's a great movie. We're really proud of it.
I for one. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say I for one am looking forward to seeing Harvey in this particular type of role because of the physicality of it. I think it's going to be really exciting to see him in a very different way. Like The Screens, he's and you would see in the trailer, it's very almost like there's moments of of course the psychological thriller aspect of it, but his character in The Screens is almost playful at times, and so to see him in a movie where he's the lead antagonist, now that's going to be a ton of fun for me to watch personally.
This is gonna be a good test of not more lines, verbal acting. This is going to be a big physicality part, and it's definitely going to be a nice test of my skills and my collaboration with Erik and Zack to make their vision come to life. And I hope I do a really good job, for all of you, so you will enjoy it. But I already know China's going to kill it, and so I just got to kind of hold my part of it up. But I can't wait. I'm super excited. We got a hugely talented team. Everyone on here is just. Can I swear on here?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I'll try not to.
I don't care if this video doesn't get monetized, that's fine. But like, you know, let's put that energy into the campaign.
That's a good question, though. It's a good question.
I've been swearing this whole time.
No, but for Harvey, like Harvey doesn't know, so it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's a good question for Harvey before he swore to be like, can I?
Go for it. Hell yeah.
Make it really British too.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
Oh,
But no, I'm just super excited to get started on it all, and I can't believe the funding's gone this bloody amazing so far from all you fucking potters out there. You're all nuts, and I just can't thank you enough to actually make this dream come true. You are you're really fucking you're joining something special, and I can't wait to get it all really started, and I'm just pumped. I'm ready.
oh my, that was very British.
That was
wasn't
great.
it? Oh, God.
Love it.
Knocked me off guard there.
Turned up the knob a little bit. Love it.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's like it's just so exciting because we've come such a far way, and it's as a team, it can be really daunting at times to like. Of course, we believe in all of our supporters, but until things are a reality, it can be daunting when you're looking at that number when we first started, and it says 0 out of 40,000.
Yeah.
And how wonderful it is now to be looking at it like, okay, we're at 92%. And we still have, how many days left do we have? We have over 2 weeks, I think, right?
We have
days, yeah.
16 days left.
Right there on the
Yeah.
screen.
So we have,
Yeah.
we have 2 weeks and 2 days left. And that's just like a really wonderful feeling. And to see everybody, tell their friends about it and get people involved and, hop on these lives with us and chill and hang out. It's really been a wonderful time. So thank you, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of really wonderful faces in the crowd of this crowdfunding campaign. This is a campaign experience where I know that Zack, that China and Randy can attest to this. I know that Zack and I have been experiencing it, where the support that we've gotten from everybody has been extraordinary. It's been truly something special and beautiful, and it feels amazing to be believed in so much by. Most especially Zack's community, who's been with him for a really long time, a lot of them for like years now, who are really like stepping forward and lifting him up to help make this dream a reality for him and for me and for all of us.
Yeah, and these are the people who have also pushed me to do this, like, and you as well, Erik. But it's just like, this is something that I would have never done if it wasn't for people being like, you should write a movie. And then, because I get that all the time on all of my videos of just people being like, why aren't you on the writing team of this? Not to denigrate the writers of any of those particular movies that I have been talking about. But everyone who's given me that encouragement, and then Erik, who was really the one that lit the fire under me to actually take action and start doing this.
Oh, look at me doing what I do, lighting fires, and then figuring out ways to put them out once they get out of control.
I must say, as a big YouTube fan, and as a big horror fan, a big horror film fan, I see these things kind of happen on YouTube, like people like crowdfunding and all that, but I'm never like you see it, but then you don't really you don't feel it, like you see it and you're just like, oh, that's cool. And then like you're actually a part of it. And it is something like really, really amazing that like Zack and his community, and I know we will have friends who have contributed, but I think it is amazing to like finally meet someone like Zack, who is in this category, who is in this world, and just understands it and has that backing behind him of just people who believe in him. And I think it really speaks to me. I think you're a very talented man, Zack. I think you got a lot of things going on here, and I'm proud of all of us to really get started here. So and all the people that have just like supported it is absolutely insane. I'm not sure why. I guess you just love us, and I'm all about it. But I'm just like, it's crazy to actually be in it for the first time, like my first live stream and all this, and with an actual YouTuber and all that. But it's just it's really cool. It's a really different place for me. So I'm excited to be here.
Thank you.
It's your
Harvey.
first live stream ever?
This is my first live stream ever, I think. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
God.
God, this is amazing, Zach. Look at you. Look at you.
Mhm.
You're doing great.
Oh, cheers, Eric.
I also, yeah, thank you so much, Harvey. And I mean, the sentiments are felt the same way back to you as well. But I did want to also point out that like we have 139 backers. I mean, like when you do the math, that's not a lot, but it just goes to
Right.
show that like how passionate and dedicated everyone has been when it's come to supporting Macabre because I mean I didn't know what to expect when I started doing the I guess promotion of the campaign on YouTube and to be perfectly honest, YouTube has really kind of not come through for me. It's been a little disappointing. And I know that it's not just me, it's a lot of creators who have noticed this, where it's like, I have 136,000 subscribers and it's the video, like the campaign videos that I've put up have gotten like 2,000 views. And it's one of those things that people are even messaging me to say that I didn't get notifications for this. Why is it not coming through, or why did it take 5 days? And I mean, that's just the unfortunate aspect of all of it, because I'm sure that, had we been able to get that larger reach, there would have been a lot more people that would be excited about this project and want to participate in it. And I think that through all that, the fact that we are sitting here right now and that we are almost funded based on how little work that YouTube, like all the assets that we have behind us, like have actually helped us, or like how little they've helped us, is such a testament to all of you who have supported this and made this happen, because that was a huge uphill battle.
Yeah.
Also a testament to the extraordinary hustling that you and I have been doing, Zach. We have been tirelessly working to get this film funded, like just night and day, night and day, night and day, and with an incredible group of creators like all around us who are like all ready to step up and make this film and start the process. I for one can't wait to be fully funded at this $40,000 so that you and I can just take a step back, take a breath, and actually start really getting ready to shoot this film, which we were planning to do in early November. And we have a lot of work to do. And the sooner that we are fully funded, the faster we can get to work to make this the best that it can possibly be for everybody.
We got to get back to that shot list. Yeah.
We do. We actually really do.
So I have some funny things in the chat that are great. So
Yeah.
first is one that we can address. This one's for you, Harvey. This is from Sam Levy. I can't tell if Harvey is British or not. So I figured you could go into why your accent is like sometimes thick and then sometimes has the Americanized portion of it.
So, born in England, so I am English. I'm not even a citizen here for all you people. So I am English.
He's got his green card.
Yeah, dude, green carded. I was born over there. I moved over here when I was quite young. When I was 5 or 6. But I played semi-professional soccer over there in college, and so went back over there. Accent definitely came back a bit stronger. And all my parents are like my whole family's English, so it's a very English household. But my accent now is properly fucked, unless I pick American or English. So this is my normal accent, and it's just everywhere. But I am actually English. But, yeah, so that's why I just sound completely off. But for film, I just picked one or the other. So it's been helpful. But yeah, I get Australian, I get Boston sometimes, and I just say words weird. But yeah, I am truly a Brit. Deep down.
Also, Sam, I gotta say this one made me laugh really hard. There's an unspoken rule that you have to take your shirt off on your first live stream.
You don't have to.
That is you don't have to actually do that. It's just
okay.
a hilarious comment.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, might as well. But, I don't know.
You see the funding just go 41,000, 42,000.
Yeah.
Give them what they want, Harvey.
What
Give
are
them what they want.
dance, monkey, dance?
Yeah, damn it.
Their next $1,000 hit, Harvey will take off his shirt. Like the
Yeah,
guy.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, let's do
Fine.
it.
Fine, if
That's
that
great.
happens, you got a deal. You got a deal.
Woo! Hold him to it. Hold him to it.
That's so funny. He's a body for hire, everybody.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
God.
Okay.
That's so
Harvey.
fun. I do want to make a just like quick announcement, just because it was like a big part of today. So one of the big donations that we got today was from the company Sassy Balls. So I'll do a real quick bit about this. So this is a protein energy ball company. Pretty much they just make little balls. They try to be, they make these little protein balls. They're awesome. This one in particular is banana bread. It's 178 calories, 14 grams of protein. It ends up being like a protein bar, except it actually tastes really good. They're good to the point where you pop it open and you can actually like smell the actual product. And it's made from all whole natural ingredients. It's a great company. Also happens to be my mom. I'm just throwing that out there. So it just so happens.
By the way, check out the ads we made because they're brilliant.
Oh yeah, me, Harvey, and our best friend Adam Bora have made these absolutely absurd ads for these companies, like filmed them ourselves and whatnot. Feel free to check out their page, Sassy Balls, I think on Instagram, Sassy Balls Official maybe. They're fun. Like this is just us, like just sitting around a table at like late at night, just like absolutely dying laughing, and then being like, all right, now we have to go actually film this, and then actually like having to go out and do it. So real quick tidbit, they will be doing something very specific and something we will be revealing later specifically for Macabre. So we will let you know more about that on a later date. But look forward to really cool stuff and tasty treats. So that is my little thing about Sassy Balls.
Can't wait. Yeah. Awesome. Should we
protein balls in a sack?
Yeah, exactly. They literally have ball bags. It's 2 balls in a bag.
2 balls in a bag.
I'm gonna have this banana bread one
It's
right
2
now.
balls in a sack.
That's right. They are
Please
delicious.
do.
I'll actually
God
I'll
damn.
quickly take them.
How about just for anyone new and just for everyone, like let's go through our rewards again, because we haven't shown them yet tonight. So anyone who does go over to our Kickstarter campaign and pledges support in any of the tiers, those come with all sorts of fun rewards that you will get for being part of the Macabros. So first and foremost, you are getting the movie, a digital copy of the movie, and as well as digital special features. That is at our $25 tier. So that will be the movie that we are making, the short film that is going to be the proof of concept. So it's almost as if you're pre-ordering the movie to see it, because it's only going to be available to see this way digitally until a future date, or if you happen to go to any of the film festivals that we're going to be showing it at. So if you want to see the movie that we're promoting until it becomes a feature-length movie that is theatrically released, which it will, because we're putting that energy into it. But this is...
Oh, it just will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how you will see it. So that is the entry-level tier. All tiers get this movie. Up from that, we have the Macabre poster, which was illustrated by our good friend Matthew Tarian. So I'm just going to hold it up there for everyone to see. I'm sure you've seen it many times before, but it is a beautiful piece of art, which is very retro, very 80s Italian inspired. So for anyone who kind of wants to have some fancy artwork and some fancy horror artwork, or just something that like evokes the spirit of movies from days gone by, this is a really awesome thing to own. Erik, is there anything else you want to add about the poster?
And also evokes the spirit of the film that we are making. And the art was created by Matthew Tarian in collaboration with Zack and me. We the three of us put our heads together and figured out through trial and error what we wanted it to be, and ultimately it became this magnificent piece of art. So this right here is a testament to the power of collaboration, because three people's minds came together to create this piece of art.
Very nice.
You guys amazing.
Very nice. So that is the $50 tier. Up from that, we have the $100 tier. That comes with the movie. It comes with the poster. It also comes with the t-shirt that you can see that both Erik and I are wearing.
Am I backwards?
No, that's just on Instagram.
No.
We were Instagram.
But I'm backwards here. Like in my screen, I'm backwards.
You're not backwards on mine.
I am.
Okay.
Backward.
Yeah. No, it's showing up normal. Don't worry. So t-shirt, poster, movie. Up from that, we've got the deluxe pack, which comes with the script for Macabre. Randy, do you want to speak to that? You're really good at talking about scripts.
Yeah. So this is my one of my favorite actually tiers to actually get into if you're a person that is a fan of the channel that Zack has and just a fan of movie making in general, and you want to get a little insight into what it's like on the opposite side of filmmaking. And one of the good parts about this is, like, sometimes when you read a script, you have almost like a book of like what is happening in your mind and how your mind might interpret something. But the script is amazing to have because you'll be able to read the entirety of the movie and then have to think, oh, how are they going to pull this off? So this whole time that you get access to this script, you'll be able to then, when you can have digital access to the movie, because you get that along with the script when you buy this tier, you can then have the script in front of you and see were there changes in the editing room? How did the edit or the movie making influence, or how did the script influence the movie making, and how different are they? Because sometimes the actual written script might be a smash hit, which we think it is, but sometimes in the editing room, there's like little things, and then sometimes big things. Oh, maybe we switched a line around over here, or maybe we cut a line entirely and we just absolutely subbed it out for a look instead. So the script is actually a really cool one to add, and one of my favorite tiers next to, I don't know if it's the next tier, Zack, but the storyboards, is that the next tier?
It's the same tier. It is the exact
same tier.
It is the exact same tier.
Speaking to that is that, like, because you have the storyboards and the script, you can then have another layer of imagination as to what is going on in Erik and Zack's mind. And so this actually helped me because, I've read the script a bunch, but when I saw the storyboards, I then had a better interpretation of how they were picturing this movie to actually be happening. And this is really cool stuff. I mean, this is like hand-drawn stuff by Matthew Terrian here. Like, this is just like some actual sketch work that he did, and then we've duplicated those sketches for you guys to have. So this is it's a very cool, when they told me, oh, we're gonna have the storyboards, I was like, that's a really cool add-on, because I think not throwing shade at other campaigns, but I haven't actually really seen storyboards offered alongside the script. And so I think it's really cool that they set it up such that you get the storyboards and the script all in one. Oh, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can add on signatures to those things from Erik and Zack. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah.
You can,
Right.
for an add-on, have Zack and me sign, autograph the poster or the script, both are either or.
Or, I mean,
And
I
we can,
suppose if you want us to autograph the storyboards, we can do that for you as well. But I don't know how much it's such a, as you see, like, it's a small card, but we'll do that too. We'll if you request it, which
We'll sign
Yeah.
anything, although that's Matthew drew those.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's all part of the deluxe pack, which is the $150 one. Up from that is the special thanks credit. So this one is $250. It comes with all of that. It comes with the script. It comes with the storyboards, the poster, the t-shirt, the movie. But you will also have your name in the credits of the movie as a special thanks. So if you want your name immortalized on the screen as someone who has contributed to Macabre as an actual Macabro, that is the best way to do it. And I think a lot of people have opted for that over the deluxe version because it's almost like the value of just like $100 more to have your name featured there. A lot of people have gone for that. So that is pretty cool.
And to what you were saying to that is how moving it is that the people who are choosing that tier are showing that they believe in the film so much that they want their name on the film. And that really, it means a lot. And this isn't going to be a special thanks and a bunch of names like scattered about on the screen. Like, we're going to do it right. You will be prominently featured. You will be seen. Your name will be seen. You will be able to find yourself. It will be fabulous. We do hope to make sure that everyone knows that it's not. I've seen short films with special thanks where it's like special thanks to the top and like 9,000 names appear like on screen at the same time, and it's just so fucking tacky. And it's tacky. Like, and then that's not how it's going to be. We're going to see to it that everyone is presented prominently and featured, like, cleanly and nicely, and not this big hurricane of names.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like, especially in the short film version of this movie, is that, this isn't a Marvel film, right? So we're not going to have like 30 layers of VFX artists and whatnot going on. If anything, I don't even really think we're doing any VFX. It's all practical. But the point being is that the actual list in the credits is going to be quite short. I think it's a maximum of maybe 20 people before we hit the special thanks section. So, 20, 30 people, and then we get the special thanks. So that special thanks tier is actually featuring your name in a pretty prominent fashion, especially in a way that Erik and Zack will figure out the credits. Erik's done all the credits for my other films with him, and they're always really well done. It's something that, like, I always saw as like an afterthought, like, oh yeah, just do the like rolling credit thing. But then like you see how Erik wants to be displayed, and you're like, oh no, that's actually like, that's like a proper way to
it's
actually
much
do that.
Sexier. It's much sexier.
Yeah. I just wanted to shout out because we don't get updates when people adjust their pledges, like only when they come in, but I noticed that the counter did go up a little, so I just went and checked, and I wanted to thank Daniel for increasing their pledge to 383, so that's taken us one step closer.
Thank you, Daniel. What number are we at now?
We're at $37,016.
Oh,
yeah.
We're so close.
Yeah.
My God,
Go, Joe. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
We do have a few questions, by the way, but I figured I'd wait for the end of this, and then we can get to questions after.
Yeah, let's just go through the last three tiers. So after the special thanks credit, we have the associate producer credit, which is $1,000, and what that gets you is you're essentially an associate producer. So you're going to be credited. You're getting your name on the movie, but instead of a special thanks, you're credited as an associate producer, and with that, you're also getting IMDb credit. So your name is going to show up on the internet. Like, you ever go on IMDb and search movies and stuff, you will be a searchable name that will show that you were an associate producer on Macabre, which is pretty fucking cool. Yeah,
it's cool to be on IMDb. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not even on IMDb.
Yeah, you will be, man. We'll have to set up your profile. Actually, we might even start. I might even start addressing that because that's like something I'd have to set up, and I should actually probably start doing that. So get your best headshot, Zack. All right, because we're gonna want you all set up on IMDb eventually.
I'll look into that. So one up from that, we've got our co-producer credit, so that's $2,500, and again, everything that came before it. The only difference with this one is that you will have early access to the movie, so you're going to be credited as co-producer on the movie and IMDb, but as soon as we wrap post-production of the film, you will get to see that movie. So you're going to get to see it before anyone else who is pledged or got the digital access or film festivals. So if you want the front row seat right away, that's the best way to do it. And then our top tier is the executive producer credit, and with that you get the early access, you get all the stuff, you get the t-shirt, the poster, the storyboards, the scripts, the credit, the early access, but you also get to essentially be part of the movie making process, in which like you will be invited to production meetings that we all do on Zoom, with every single one. So Randy, again, I'm just gonna defer to you because you can speak best to these things, being the executive producer.
Yeah, so the executive producer tier is, and there's a reason why we've limited it to 8, I think. And right now, 2 of those positions have been taken. So the executive producer tier is really unique, I think, for us because we're actually inviting you into the production side of this movie. So that means if there's a Zoom meeting that we have, you will get an invite to that, and you can hear the inner workings of what it's like to be behind the scenes and pre, during, and post-production. So some really fun things that you might learn about are just how do movies get made and how do you organize things before you actually show up on set, because you'd be surprised just how many conversations have to happen in order for a movie to be properly executed. Now, granted, you can just show up and just wing it. I'm on a set that's kind of like that right now. But like Harvey had a good laugh because he helped me on it not too long ago. And there's nothing wrong with those types of movies. But the point is that the way that Erik and I operate, and now Erik, Zack, and all of us operate, is a big emphasis on pre-production. And what does that mean? That means the shot list. So literally planning out shot for shot what that looks like. Okay, a lighting plot. Okay, now that we have, finding locations, right? Now that we've found locations, we're going to put a lighting plot in. How are the lights going to look in this room? And then when we're on set, there's going to be day-to-day things that, we might have to have meetings about. And you would be invited to meetings like that to get to listen in and see what it's like to go through, because movie making a lot of times is problem solving. Problems are going to come up. You got to be able to think on your feet to solve those problems. And then post-production, some of my favorite stuff that I would love to pitch to people is if you've never seen a movie get colored, I think it's one of the most satisfying things that you can watch. Like there's all those things on like TikTok where like, the guy like he's like a landscaper and he goes to like a really overgrown house and he landscapes the whole thing. It's very much got that same vibe in terms of like, oh, it used to look like this and it looks great, and then the color comes in, and then the colorist will do an A/B, like before the color, after color, and your eyes are like, oh God, why did it look like that before? Yeah. It's like, and Harvey sat in on the Screens one.
I did.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, if you are in any form of like a director of your own, any of the people out here watching, or an actor or a producer, I think doing like one of those tiers and seeing behind the scenes is a huge, just advantageous thing for you to look at. Like as an actor, like a big thing is like, you just want to see what other people are doing, what their choices are, how they think, and it's all just really important, good things for you to see and hear. And so if you are into film, like in that way, and you are a creator, I think it would just be a great thing just to see how it's done with, a group like this, where it's super organized, super determined, and we're on our shit. And so if you want to, be a part of that, go for it. I think it'd be very cool for you.
It's actually a really great way to put it too, because it's like, even if you're not currently like right now, we've had a few people ask questions about like, hey, Erik and Zack, like how do I want to start writing, but like how do I get into it? Yeah. That type of person, this would be great for too, because it's like you get an immediate credit on a film, right? Like you get a credit on a film, but on top of that, you get actual kind of experience with it too. So if you wanted to carry some of these things into your own projects in the future, this would be a very good set to learn how to do things in the most organized, independent filmmaking fashion. So
if we do it right. We do it right over here.
And the little taster is just watching the Screens trailer. So if you do like, how me and Randy are in there, and you like how Erik directed it and how it all kind of came together, it's a good place for you to just continue learning, And I think it's really cool that you can even do that and that it's a thing. So good job, Erik and Zack.
Before we jump onto anything else, I wanted to shout out, because again we had another pledge adjustment. I love saying this guy's name. Dayman, Fighter of the Nightman, has just increased their pledge to 265. So thank you so much for
Thank
that.
you.
I wish that
Thank
it would.
you.
I wish that it would update on our notifications, but I saw it go
Yeah.
up on the pledge counter. So we're at 37 to 24.
Oh, we are so close,
So
people.
close. Yeah.
All right, so hold up. We got hold up. Someone asked a really cool question. I just have to find it. There's been so many comments since it was asked. Let me see. Question for Harvey from Rashim. And Rashim's always pulling through with the hard-hitting questions. This is a great question, Rashim. Every stream that we've done, you've always got good ones. Everyone's had good ones, but Rashim, you stick out to me a lot. Question for Harvey. Will any slasher icons influence your take on The Intruder?
Well, Erik and Zack, we kind of had this bit of a talk yesterday, but I do have. I mean, Erik, do you want to kind of go through? Are you allowed to go through kind of like what you what you kind of thought of before this and how you wanted the killer to be like perceived and everything, and a lot of movement? Because I know we talked about like Mike Myers and like all like the old school like classic ones that you see. But, do you want to like kind of go over like what you sent me for the
Zack, how you feeling about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that because a lot of them we've like already expressed that are sort of like the inspiration for a lot of the movies. So, please.
Yeah, we put together a reel for Harvey to give him a strong idea of the kind of physicality that we're looking at or wanting to merge together and whatnot. So we had a extensive clip of a chase scene from Prom Night. We had an extensive clip from the finale of Stage Fright, aka Deliria, aka Bloody Bird, aka. And we had some a clip from Tenebrae. We had some what else was in there?
There was the opening of Valentine. Specifically, there's a moment, and Erik actually brought this one up, where the girl is hiding in the morgue when she's like in the body bags, and the Cupid guy comes in and he's just sort of like going through and stabbing each one of the body bags while she's like hiding at the back. But then the other one that I know like a lot of people are really gonna respond to, because this usually comes up as like everyone's favorite chase scene. But we sent him the Helen Shivers chase scene from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was like to answer the question. I mean, just literally what they said. That was like a 30-minute, 32-minute kind of bunch of short clips of just killers that they got inspiration from. And as an actor, that is like the most helpful thing. Like the amount of research I do just to try and find whatever can help me, because this is like the one thing I love in life. Like acting is where I really find my peace, and it's just me. It's just what really brings me happiness and comfort. And so really learning about all the characters and all the things they sent me is just as much research as I can do to get their vision across is what I'm here for. So they're amazing that they even send me a 30-minute clip of like the things they want to see. And so yeah, what they just talked about, it's going to be a good mix. We got lots more meetings to go, but yeah, it's going to be a good mix. Hopefully not one or the other, just more of a good collaboration of a nice independent original killer. And I think it's going to really come across. So yeah.
Well, and the wonderful thing about working with you, Harvey, is you're like, where are the movies? Show me the movies. What are the movies? Give me anything you want me to see. What is it? What do you want to see? This? You want me to see that? What? Which makes everything so much more fun for Zack and me, because that's one of our favorite things in the world, is to figure out what should we show this person and what should we show that person, and like it's just the best.
Well, we had a reel to send to China and Siobhan as well. Yeah.
yeah.
So there.
And
No, go ahead.
a reel of very strange Italian women talking to each other and behaving oddly and being afraid in their very special Italian horror movie way, and which is one of the things that I'm so excited about with getting to work with China, is to find that eccentricity and that bizarre, wonderful aura that she has in her, to transfer it into the character that she is playing in the film. It's going to be just delightful and weird. We're going to make you so weird.
I'm already so weird, so it's perfect.
I just wanted to throw in there real quick. Sam increased his pledge to 290. So we're now at, we're 37,249.
We are getting there, everybody.
And I just wanted to point out, because there's a lot of people who want to support, and I've had a lot of people message me and say, like, we don't have that much. You can even, that we talked about the tiers, but you can even go and pledge any dollar amount without a reward. So we've had people like throw $1 in there. Like, honestly, like, every little bit helps. So don't let like larger pledge sums deter you away from it or intimidate you. Like, we've had people send us all sorts of pledges, and it's like you think of it like any amount. If every single one of my subscribers, it's such a ridiculous thought, but it would be hilarious and amazing if every single one of my subscribers gave $1, we would have this movie funded 3 times over. And that's
we would be creeping into feature film funding territory, honestly.
Yeah. Starting the feature if that happens, Zack.
Yeah, that would be crazy. So we have another question. This one's from Seek and Destroy 71. Something's telling me this person is a Metallica fan, if I was to make a guess there. Q for Zack. I believe, Zack, you mentioned that Tenebrae was one of his favorite horror movies on Cherry Picker. Mine too, he says. How large of an inspiration will it be for Macabre?
Oh.
Well, I mean, as Erik mentioned, we did send a little Tenebrae clip to Harvey. I actually sent him the whole movie, along with, I think it was like Scream 2 as well. But Tenebrae is actually, and I think that we can speak to this very openly, Erik, because when we were writing the script, and I'm talking about like the full script, because the short is essentially the opening scene, but we kind of started to refine things and change them around, because we started to have a vision for the movie. And I think that a lot of classic horror gravitates towards like more like gothic looking styles of things, and especially something with like the settings that would exist in our story, where it's just so easy to like naturally go towards that and have things that are very dark and almost gothic in a way, and
that's where we started. That's actually where we started.
Yeah,
and then we were like,
it doesn't work for us. We what we really love about film, or just like one aspect that I feel is overlooked a lot, is the world in which the movie exists. And so many things look the same nowadays. So it was very important for us when we conceptualized all this that Macabre has to have its own very distinct environment. And one thing that I really love about Tenebrae is that you watch Tenebrae and this is Tenebrae. This is a world that is very brightly lit. It's almost like the complete contrast of a regular horror movie, where there aren't really shadows. It's like there's nowhere to hide. Like, all the horror exists in plain sight, in the harsh light of day, or just in like really brightly lit spaces. And everything is so very modern, almost like futuristic looking, like of its time for like the 80s. But there's almost like a very austere quality about it, where it's cold and harsh, but also inviting at the same time. And it, because it's sort of like a blank canvas, it allows like all the different colors and blood to pop off of the screen a little bit more. And I think that, that was something that really tantalized Erik and I when we were writing it. And like, we need a movie to look like that.
To have its own identity, so that, when you are in a room that is brutalist and hard and with edges and clean lines and whatnot, and you see a red chair in it like this, it's like, what's that red chair? Let's talk about the red chair. it's that kind of thing where like it kind of like creates a canvas on which you can put all of these really interesting details on top of a very textured but very, very open canvas to be, painted upon.
Yeah,
that's great. Oh, you know what I was thinking? This was a question from a previous live, but it's great because Harvey's new here. So, Harvey, what are some of your favorite horror films? This was obviously in a horror community. This was a big question. Sorry, I got a funny text message on my screen from our friend here. But yeah, it's Adam. He's probably watching the live. Like,
oh, he's in there. He messaged. I saw him.
Yeah, I saw him put the little like hot sweating face. I was like, Adam is here. He's the guy that we made all those funny commercials with. Yeah. So maybe some of your favorite horror movies, if you have a top or top 5, if it's too hard to reduce it, however you want to.
I guess this is considered horror. Zach, would you consider Jaws the first a horror?
He was gonna say that.
Oh well, Jaws is his favorite.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is by and large considered to be horror. I don't personally find it scary.
Yeah,
but,
right.
Yeah.
I don't find it innately scary, but that is by far my favorite scary film. That one, Mike Myers 1 and 2, Scream 1 and 2. Oh god, dude, you put me on the spot.
I know it's a tough one. Well, especially when you're in the room with like Zack and Erik that are like, oh yeah, this movie from like 1967 was a pivotal movie.
Right, there was no talking, but it was terrifying.
Yeah, dude. Like, so they'll like pick a thing out of a hat, and you're like, what? How that movie existed?
Recently, I know Zack thought, because we did have a little conversation about long legs. I thought Nick Cage's performance in that was pretty second to none. I thought he really took control of that character, and that was really impressive. God, what is like my favorite horror? I did love Smile. I thought Smile was really, really, really good.
Smile began as a short film, by the way, which is what we're doing with Macabre.
And I did watch the short of Smile because they brought that same actress, the one who first dies in the film. She was the lead in the short, and she was amazing. And so I did really enjoy that film, especially watching from short to feature, like we're gonna do here. And so bloody hell, let me think on it a bit more, but I will get you some names because. Fucking hell, you put me on the spot, and I've been watching.
Well, I mean, you did say a bunch of names.
Oh yeah. Take that. There you go. Take those 3 or 4.
I feel like that was a fine answer. Yeah, you're good, man.
Yeah.
When I was saying my answer, I said like a bunch of movies, and then I forgot that my actual favorite is Train to Busan. It took me a hot minute.
You showed me Train to Busan, and that was fucking brilliant. That was like.
China was the one that showed me that.
Yeah, I actually was the one that introduced it.
That was pretty top tier. That was really, really good. And dude, it makes you cry at the fucking end and everything. It's like, I'm like, oh Christ.
Don't say too much. Zach hasn't seen it.
Okay. I will say, as a horror
very
movie,
soon.
It hits everything. If like all the people watching this, Train to Busan is a brilliant horror movie, but also it's like a nice love story in there, and like a family, and it's just really touching near the end, and I think that's a really magical movie.
Yeah.
Great job.
It's also really gory.
Yeah, it's got like
Love it.
For me, that is just the right amount of gore.
Yeah.
Like when we start bridging past what's in Train to Busan, I start to get a little bit like.
You also have a weak stomach. You
Well-
can't even watch Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I don't like watching Mortal Kombat. The kills, I'm like, oh god.
I
Yeah,
love
he's
Mortal
a baby.
I know. I'm a baby with that. As soon as,
Point and stare, point and stare.
as soon as there's like,
Was there a new one, or are we talking about like the one
yeah.
from '95 or?
yeah, it's like Mortal Kombat 1, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
X or something. Yeah.
I just remember
Yeah,
the one
but,
from like the '90s.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's more
no,
the
that I
game.
can watch. It's
Okay.
the,
It's the video games
Yeah,
that are I love it.
We're just gonna
I
start.
love it.
We're just gonna start doing a horror review with Zack here. It's gonna be lovely.
Adam actually, our Adam, asked a question. He wants to know if Cabin in the Woods is considered horror.
Oh, I think so. I think it's good. I mean, I think it does. I mean, it's a horror. It's a little bit meta-ish, if you will. But it's like a horror movie about horror movies, and sort
Right.
of like a silly take on like that dude. That moment, I mean, whatever. The movie's been out forever, but like there's two moments that were wicked funny to me. The one is when like they're having sex and they're like behind the mixing console. He's like, turn up the lights, and like the lights come up. And then the other one is Chris Hemsworth's kill, where like they finally feel like he's got this dirt bike, and like in the theater, dude, when he smashes into that invisible wall, I was like, whoa.
Classic.
Oh, it's so good. Did you know that was like his first?
But it was made before like any of the Avengers stuff. I don't know if it was his first film, because he was in something called Perfect Getaway with Timothy Olyphant and Mila Jovovich. But yeah, he had a small role in that. I think that was like 2008-ish or something.
Wow.
But yeah,
Okay.
but by the time Cabin in the Woods like got distributed, because it took years to get distributed, he was already huge in terms of the Avengers. I got a super chat from the Dreaming Insomniacs, Joe. He says, "Hey Zach, happy we could help with donating. We love you." And thank you, Joe and the Dreaming Insomniacs. They did pledge today, so
Yes, they did.
Happy to give that shout out.
And when the push notifications come forth from Kickstarter, it just says the first name of the person who pledges. So like, let's say like, Linda has pledged this much money. And so today, the Dreaming Insomniacs, when their pledge came through, it said, D has pledged this much money.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's like that moment in Idiocracy when I don't know. Have you guys seen that movie?
No.
You haven't seen Idiocracy?
Nope.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I don't know. Anyways, it pretty much I'll super quick. The premise of the movie is a very normal, on the center of the bell curve, intelligent man in the year like 2008 or something, is frozen and accidentally frozen too long into like, I think it's 500 years in the future. And when he comes out, he's the smartest man on the planet because the world has degraded to the point of just being super, super dumb. So like the most popular movie is just a movie called Ass, and it just farts the whole time. It's a comedy, all right?
And everybody wears Crocs.
Everybody wears Crocs. This is actually a fun little tidbit about this movie. It's funny. It's funny. So the director was like, he was looking around for like, what would be the most stupid, ridiculous shoes that people would wear 500 years in the future? And there was this little known company at the time, and he was like, oh, these things are ridiculous. No one would ever wear these. And it ended up being Crocs. So if you watch that movie, you will actually see every character in the future wearing Crocs. But one of the bits in the movie is they tattoo your like barcode that is used to scan you into everything. And they're like, what's your name? And he's like, I'm not sure what you mean. And it just tattoos not sure on his arm.
That's
So,
hilarious.
One
related to
messaged us to say that he's seen it, so
There we go. Thanks, Lon.
Go.
Oh,
That's
very good.
what's his name? Not Owen Wilson, but his brother Luke Wilson.
Didn't even know.
Okay. It sounds
Yeah.
it sounds like the title sounds familiar. Now that you say Wilson, I'm like, okay.
Luke Wilson? Luke Wilson's the hot one.
Yeah, so he's the one that doesn't have a crooked nose. He's
He's-
got dark hair.
He's
Come
legally
on,
blonde.
leave Owen alone. Come on.
No, no, I mean, I love Owen Wilson, man.
Yeah.
Tons of movies he's in.
Wow.
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 Uh,
Wow. Damn.
But
Wow.
bringing it back around to Macabre.
oh yeah,
Uh,
sorry.
Oh yeah, what's that movie that we're doing? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that movie.
Movie that we are here
got
to
really excited.
to finish crowdfunding to our goal of $40,000. We are trying to we're hoping that we are going to push forward tonight and get as close to that as possible, so that we can begin taking action towards the pre-production of this film, which we will do immediately upon the hitting of $40,000. And it has been an incredible thrill ride from the launch of this campaign on August 6th to today. What is the date today?
It's the 19th.
August 19th.
Yep.
6th to 19th. From the 6th to 19th, we've gone from nothing to 37,200 and some odd dollars.
Yep.
And that is absolutely incredible. And just so for anyone who's tuning in, for anyone who's jumping in, who isn't sure exactly what Macabre is, it is originating as a short film that Zack and I have written and that we are directing, that is going to be used as a proof of concept for a full-length feature. And what this proof of concept will do is we're taking the opening sequence from our full-length screenplay, which does launch us into the film proper, but we also realize when you pluck it out of the screenplay and it stands on its own as its own short horror story. And so that's what we decided we should do to demonstrate our vision, to show the world what we can accomplish together as a team, and by making Macabre a short film, which is what we are funding on Kickstarter right now. This is the beginning of an incredible journey. We're just the beginning of it, and everyone who participates is truly going to be part of something special that in the long run is going to evolve into something I think has will have the power to take the horror world by storm. And that's just not me just blowing smoke. I have great faith in this. And if I didn't have great faith in this and in Zack, then I wouldn't be doing it.
Ooh, looks like we just got a huge jump for Kickstarter.
Let me
right now.
go check
Juan just
the.
sent a message.
Yeah.
It
Well,
looked like it went up.
Juan, who is one of our executive producers, who's been messaging us
On the
yeah.
sidebar.
Yeah. Okay. Tamika has increased her pledge. Yeah. To 2,500. So that was Tamika.
Oh my God.
Tamika.
Holy crap.
We love
Tamika.
Tamika. Yeah.
Yo.
Tamika.
Yo.
Tamika, you're
100 away.
No,
Holy
Tamika is
crap.
amazing. Oh my God, you guys will meet Tamika. Tamika is amazing.
Well, she's now a co-producer.
She is now a co-producer. This is
We were
amazing.
wondering when someone was would go for the co-producer.
We're
I'm
so
so glad that it's you, Tamika.
Come on,
Oh my
guys,
God,
push.
We
amazing.
Tamika
this
has
done
brought
live.
us to 96%.
Holy
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're at
Tamika,
96.
let me take you out. What?
Let's
You would
go.
Tamika's amazing.
Tamika, let me take you out.
wow.
Let's go out to dinner, girl.
Let's go.
Let me buy you flowers.
Yeah.
Like, God bless you. Shit.
Dude, we are so close.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is-
Wow, that
it
was
is
that
great,
was
yeah.
that was pretty insane. Wow.
Yeah.
We're
You
literally
definitely boosted my mood there, Tamika.
wow.
Love you, girl.
That was
Mhm.
that was incredible.
Holy shit.
I don't even. I'm like almost speechless. I'm like, all right, what are
I'm
we?
dead serious.
Yeah.
I'm taking her
My
out.
God,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
we're like,
Well,
Yeah, like,
Tamika,
I'm not-
Tamika's now she's gonna be there, post production. She's gonna see the movie as soon as it's
Girl.
done, at the same time that we all do.
We're
As
gonna
in-
be
as
back
in,
to
like,
be prepared.
Yeah.
Yep, she will have an IMDb credit, and she will have first looks at the finished film. She will be seeing it before festivals see it, before they're submitted to festivals, before any it's at, like, the front of the line to see the film.
Yeah,
And
that's awesome. Wow.
Absolute legend. Absolute
Yeah.
legend.
Tamika also, because she's been hustling for us elsewhere too, because she hooked us up with dailydead.com, and we got featured on there
Really?
for the account. So yeah, Tamika's hustling.
She's been a producer.
Yeah.
She's been a producer this whole time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But what's great, like, because as soon as we hit 40K, and we're like halfway through our campaign, is that we can then start moving towards our stretch goals, because we have a lot of ways that, like, we can make this movie even better on top of how good it's already going to be. And it's like the more refined and like the crisper everything will be, it's just like it's only going to make it more enticing for whomever it is that sees it and it's just like, I want to pick this up, I want to make this the feature. So
this is essentially, we're making a commercial for the feature, a really elaborate extravaganza of a commercial that's going to hook people and want them to get invested in it, and to want them to give us the funding to make it happen. Yeah. And I think that this is a really good time to talk about our stretch goals. Zach, what do you think?
Sure. Right as soon as because I forgot to show our add-on poster, which is the red variant of the Macabre poster, because there's some people prefer.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Yeah.
I love it.
That is an available add-on to any tier that you to any of the material physical tiers that you pledge to. You can add this on.
Dude, Matthew Theron is just like another level. By the way, everyone who's watching, the picture behind Erik is also Matthew Theron. The guy's an absolute fucking legend. Like,
I need him to do a portrait of me.
I know, right?
Holy shit.
It's so good.
Go check out his page as well and see all his sketches. The guy's an absolute lad. He's awesome, cool guy, and fucking, he's very, very talented.
Did you say that he's an absolute lad?
Absolute lad. Yeah,
I love that.
I had some DMing with him, and he's a really nice guy. He's really cool.
He's lovely. He's lovely.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah.
And it's funny too, because he was like his journey in the acting space is really interesting, where it's like, he like draws a few things and then people are like, wow, you're really good at this. He's like, yeah, I guess I'm really good at this. And then he just keeps getting hired and hired and hired and hired. And now he's just doing everything.
I need him to draw
He started off
as
a
pianist.
Well, get it done.
Yeah.
He started off as a pianist. Like, he was doing music, and then he's transitioned into this. It's crazy. It just goes to show that life is very surprising. Like, it was, the majority of my life, I honestly thought that the only thing I was ever going to be doing was theater, and I really just kind of like had accepted that as this is what it is and this is who I am. And then suddenly one day I'm making movies, and this is my third film, and I'm happier making movies than I'm sorry, but I'm just happier making movies than I've ever been happier than I've ever been doing theater ever.
Dude, you're like meant for it.
Going on top of that, like, I feel the exact same way, going from 19 years of soccer, playing to the level I did, like traveling around Europe, and then just shutting it down and attacking acting. And now it's just been like my absolute life. Like, this is just, I find way more joy in this, than I ever did, I think, coming out of my last years of football, soccer, Jesus. And same thing. But it's just it's a really, and just meeting Erik at the same time he's transitioning, it's just like a nice, super lucky kind of thing that just came about. And universe works its ways, and look at us now.
She does. Look,
I think that all of us, and everyone who's just been part of the Macabros, like, we all have like been brought together through divine intervention. That sounds so silly when I say it, but it's just like it really is. It's just like we're here right
Nice
now.
when you say
We're all together because just like everything worked out right to get us. Yeah. So sorry, I saw it, but I wanted to get that out. But Dayman, fighter of the Nightman, has come back and is now an associate producer. So increased to $1,000. We're at 39,334. Like we are 666. 666. Is my math right? Is that how far we are away?
$666 or $666?
Who's gonna make a $666 pledge right now?
Dude, some guy that's
my favorite.
That would be so maiden of somebody.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. That would make me so happy.
The most Iron Maiden donation ever. 666.
Those are my favorite numbers.
God,
Please
I've never loved It's Always Sunny more than I do now, and I already loved it a lot.
That's amazing.
I need to go back and start watching it more again. What's that?
There is a question from this person actually asked this last time, and this is sort of similar to the question before, Harvey, but definitely a little bit different. This one's for you. This is from first name, last name. Are y'all still answering questions? We are. Yes. I have one for Harvey. I asked everyone this last time, but I want to hear his. What is the scariest, not favorite, but scariest movie you have ever seen?
This is fun. Yeah, Harvey. The one that actually really scared the hell out of you. Not necessarily your favorite, not the one that you went and watched over and over again, maybe, but one that actually scared the ever-loving fucking hell out of you. Movie.
I know for me it was, and I'm stalling some time for you, Harvey, because it probably takes a second to think. The one for me was probably Smile, because I don't know that I really saw a movie, which is so funny because I'm sure somebody's like, what is this guy, a chump? And you're right, actually.
He is.
But it's like I legit had to like I was sleeping in bed with China, and I was like the whole night because
are you awake?
Yeah, like legit, which is so funny to think about me, a grown man, not able to sleep because I couldn't stop seeing the smile in like the dark corner of my room.
I definitely did not help it either.
No, yeah, it's yeah, you see that? But yeah, that one really got
great.
me.
I had a blast.
Wait a minute, boom. Juan said boom.
What does that mean?
Juan said boom. Why is he saying boom? Boom means something happened.
Because we're at $40,000.
We did it.
Dayman, fighter of the Nightman, added $666.
Who was
what?
Donation?
It was Dayman, fighter of the Nightman.
Dayman, fighter of the Nightman. Oh my God.
Champion of the sun.
Lost Harvey.
Is Harvey frozen?
Harvey's frozen.
No.
Harvey, come back.
Come back to us. Come back to us in this monumental moment.
Harvey, come back.
God, we're exactly at
$40,000. We'll never let go. We'll never let go, Harvey.
Thank God, my heart will go on. Look at him.
No, we got it. You know what? Here, try. Can we kick him out and bring him back in somehow?
Yeah, let's try that.
Because he probably missed it that we're there. Holy crap!
Holy shit, you guys, that's crazy.
Everything is frozen.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Something happened. Inviting you back now.
That's crazy, guys. Holy shit.
I'll wait for it.
Yeah, we gotta get Harvey in here.
Get Harvey back. Oh my God, it's suspended. It's suspended excitement.
Yeah, so like.
We have to be like, Harvey, by the way, we're making this fucking thing. Sorry.
It's a secret.
You back? And then Harvey gets sucked into a black hole.
I got sucked into a black hole.
Keep saying he's unavailable.
Oh no.
But I'll keep trying.
Hold it. Hold it.
Yeah, it's still unavailable. It might need to take a minute.
Okay.
But
All right,
Okay,
well,
well, I'm
anyway-
just gonna go like, oh my God, we're at
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just
$40,000.
fucking-
I can't. Sorry, I can't help it.
Yeah, like
guys, that's
so
amazing.
here's what's fucking awesome, everybody. So now all of this stuff that we've been getting everybody pumped about, this is now actually legitimately happening. Hey, look at that. Are we dating or what? So no, but like this is a real thing. So now already, you know, stretch goals, we want to hit them, of course. But guaranteed now, we will be making this film. And we have the resources now to actually freaking make it. And it's going to be amazing. I'm so hyped. I can't believe the support, people increasing their pledges in this community. It's absolutely astounding. Thank you to everybody that's contributed.
Yeah.
And thank you to everybody who decided to step up in the team and wanted to become associate producers and co-producers, and hearing all these stories that you guys are talking about, where you're actually reaching out to people you know and little like doing my job. Like you're actually being producers by telling other people about this film and getting everybody super excited.
yeah,
Harvey
Sarah
is-
just increased her pledge to $333.
Ooh.
So thank
So
you
now-
very much. Now we've gone over. So we're already on our way to those stretch goals, which
Oh,
we're gonna start
Yes.
talking about as soon as we get Harvey back into the room here, because we don't want to do this without Harvey.
This is so amazing.
no, we gotta have Harvey here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we continue, let's
Maybe-
definitely get him in
Maybe
here.
restart.
Or like exit
He
out.
said he's working on it, so my guess is he's probably doing the thing where you like unplug it, plug it back in thing. I wonder if his
Tried and
internet
true.
went.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always funny how that's like the solution. Like that happened to us today. Like our internet went out, and I was like, oh,
But we also had like a big rainstorm, which was very nice.
yeah, it was nice, except when I was driving in it last night. That was not so nice.
I wasn't.
My mom messaged me and asked me if you guys were okay, and I said I think so because I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. No, it was, for whatever reason, Connecticut got slammed with it. But aside, no one wants to hear weather shit. But
No, I love to hear
yeah,
when
guys.
it rains. Like that's my favorite.
it's
Oh, I
weather,
was
yeah.
so excited when it started pouring. I literally was like,
was awesome.
like, you know that SpongeBob meme where he like floats up into the sky? That was me.
Oh, like last night, there were 2 major storms in New York that had like loud thunder and crashes of lightning, and it was a magnificent,
So jealous. The way I would be
weather.
knocked out like that.
Oh, I guess so. I guess Harvey's, oddly enough, getting hit with a big storm, and he said his internet's out.
So I
no.
don't think he...
Let me see. Have you tried the unplug and plug back in?
I love
Oh,
that.
no.
I love that
Oh.
everyone's getting the BTS of this.
Yeah, I know. It's so
Behind the
This
scenes,
is
the
a lot.
troubleshooting Harvey. Troubleshooting. Harvey.
Yeah.
This is a lot happening.
Mhm. I also think it's really cool to point out that we haven't actually gotten any new pledges tonight. This has all been the same people, the same diehard
Yeah.
Macabros who've just been like, let's increase it. Let's do that. Even
Macabre.
Sarah was saying like, add the poster, add the red poster, which we got
Yeah,
right
that
here.
was really...
Hey,
that was really
Adam
great
has-
of her.
Adam has pledged $115.
Whoa!
Hey,
Adam, let's go. Yeah,
Yeah.
hold up. The guy who
That-
bought
wait.
this button.
Adam freaking Bora.
Let's go.
Is it Adam Bora?
I don't know.
Is
I'm
it?
assuming.
We should probably
Maybe.
double check that.
It's Adam Bora. It's Adam Bora. It's Adam. Adam is getting us into our stretch goals now. Harvey.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
So Harvey-
my-
Oh,
Literally, we hit 40,000, a crash of thunder happened outside, and the Wi-Fi went down. And so
Well,
now...
now we can celebrate now.
and now we're over it. Now we're actually going over now. The
Yeah,
40
we're going-
Yeah. First, Adam Bora, first new pledge of the night.
Adam freaking Bora.
Thank
what
you.
number? What number are we at?
Adam
We're at 40,165. We're at 100% of
Oh,
our goal.
Thank you.
I'm just refreshing on the old thing here. We're funded. Good
That's
feeling.
literally-
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm spotting from my phone right now to join this.
Oh, that's amazing. Look at you, man. Thank you so much for doing
We're
that.
happy to
Yeah.
have you back, Harvey.
Oh,
We missed
it
you.
We didn't want to
That
move
was-
forward
that-
until you were here.
Oh
We were
my
like
God.
in suspension. Like
We were literally like frozen. We were like, wait for
I
me.
literally just like went like this, and then my computer just went no, and I was like, oh. I was like, oh,
That's
okay.
so
All right.
funny.
All right,
Um,
but that is fucking amazing, everyone.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
doing this shit. We're doing this shit
Yeah,
now.
we
It's
got-
real.
we've been funded by people who have been with us every step of the way throughout this campaign, and in the months leading up to the campaign, who have been incredibly supportive of Zack and me, like every single step of the way, every breath that we've taken, who have pushed this campaign, who have talked about this campaign, who have shared with it, showed it to their friends, showed it to anybody who would listen to them, all over social media and all over their lives, and they are the people who have brought us to the primary goal of $40,000, and I am so grateful to all of you for entrusting us with this much faith.
yeah. I know this is my first time meeting all like everyone watching, but like, yeah, that's mental. You guys are really on your shit. You're really beautiful people. Really
Well,
help.
Sam Levy said, if memory serves me correct, Harvey agreed to take his shirt off if we hit 40K.
Wait,
So please do not feel pressure. I'm just having fun. Smiley face.
I also wanted to remind you, China. I believe that there, or no,
Make sure
maybe it
it's
was
downward
Randy.
lighting. Make sure it's downward lighting.
Oh, is he gonna do it? Oh my God.
No, it wasn't
Yeah,
China.
no.
Randy.
Yeah!
There we go.
Woo! There it is. There it is.
My
There's-
God.
my God, so spicy.
Yes!
Randy, you agreed to eat pineapple pizza on the
Oh,
live
shit,
stream.
you're right.
Yeah.
What's
That's
that?
so right. Yeah, we did. We agreed if we got to 40,000, we would eat the pineapple pizza.
I don't remember agreeing to
You
that.
no, China. You were actually not part of that. You in fact you
Oh,
said
thank
that's
God.
yeah.
You can suffer.
I said that in the Randy is a sinful person. That is unbelievable.
I love how you still fell through with it. That's amazing.
I have to. I have to. What? They're completely supporting us. If they
Well,
want to.
they're all
also-
going crazy right now, so you did your job.
I do love, so this is from first name, last name. Uh-oh, isn't it a little spooky? He gets disconnected the moment y'all reach your pledge goal. Something's not adding up. Maybe he really is the villain. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
And it came with a strike of lightning, too.
Dude, literally like
Pretty-
out, and then I'm just like, ah, all right, very horror-esque. I love it.
If you like
I'm not-
control the light, you're like Storm, you know.
Oh my God, I'm not eating pineapple pizza.
It's okay. How about a bite?
These
How
people
about a bite?
want me to
How about a
eat
bite?
pineapple pizza.
It's just a bite.
I
Do you
can't-
do you ever
No more pineapple pizza, please.
Would
You're
you-
gonna send me into a spiral.
China, would you like just take pineapple off of the pizza and eat the pineapple? Or is it like
Yeah.
after it's been like warmed up that's
Well,
so-
yeah, like if it's like I don't know, cause like it's
Thai
also.
food has pineapple in it sometimes.
But it's I don't not yeah, but I don't get it with the pineapple. But like it's like if it's like that soggy and then it's all warm, it's like oh now I don't want it.
My fear
And
is
then
that
it
I'll
kinda
actually end up
tastes-
liking it.
And then it kind of tastes funny on the pizza itself. So I've just always been like oh this isn't it. But apparently like that's an abomination
Yeah.
to not like pineapple on pizza.
I will say though, I've talked to a few people after this, and they're like, "Oh no, it's good. I'm glad you stood your ground on not liking pineapple pizza." I was around a few Italians over the weekend, and they were like, "What? There's people that like pineapple on pizza?" There was this one kid whose uncle owns a pizza shop. And he's like, "Yeah, I was talking to my uncle. I couldn't believe they offered that fucking shit at his restaurant." It was so funny. The passion behind the hate for pineapple pizza from that particular person was very, very funny. But yeah, next stream I will buy a pineapple pizza. I will eat that on the next stream. So even more of a reason to come to the next stream for everybody.
even just
And
like
I'm gonna
hearing people
not
talk
eat it.
about pineapple pizza right now is making me want to go and get a pineapple pizza.
That's crazy.
Well, I
I'm-
just
I'm-
want pizza. I just want pizza. Like
I like pineapple
Hey,
pizza.
chicken nuggets with dinner.
Wait.
I also want
Harvey, what is
chicken
your
wings.
take on pineapple pizza?
I'm not a fruity man, I must admit. I'm not I'm not
are you though?
I have something to
This
say
guy
about that.
just took off his shirt and flexed, but let's go.
Right. No, it's for the people. It's for the people.
It's for the crowd. It's for the crowd.
Look, he's definitely
It's for the crowd.
fruity.
It's for the crowd.
Yeah.
No, but actually, that is true. You aren't, because you don't even really eat fruit. You can have fruity things, but not fruits on their own.
Exactly. I'm a veggie man, so I would rather like broccoli or something on a pizza. I'm not having fucking pineapple on a bloody pizza.
I do agree with that though. Like, I think veggies on pizza make sense because like they crisp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they get crispy.
On the screen, on the screens, we had like onion, broccoli, and like pepper or something, and garlic and cheese on the pizza, and
I
it
think
was
it was like a veggie pizza.
Well, it was.
Like
I don't think it was onion. It was bacon, green pepper, garlic.
Yes, that's my
broccoli.
favorite.
Yeah.
Either
That was
bacon or pepper and green
Good.
pepper.
It's really good.
We may
We're
have-
also
we may
down
have-
in Connecticut too, where there's a lot of really, really good.
See, now I
pizza
want
places.
pizza. I know
I
we
know.
ate dinner, but I want pizza.
I think all of it's closed except for
McDonald's.
Domino's.
Where is
Domino's.
Yeah, what's the chat's opinion about Domino's? right
Okay, I know this is so off topic and not about Macabre, but I really love Domino's and I really love their lava cakes. It's so good. I love Domino's. Domino's, please sponsor me. Love you. Okay, bye. I'm
Yeah,
done.
Domino's had a renaissance in like the 2010s. I don't know if anyone remembers like 2000s Domino's, but it was like not good, and then they randomly redid their formula
Oh my
in the
God.
2010s, and it's been
Domino's is straight gas. I'm a
Okay.
whore for it.
Their garlic sticks are probably top tier.
yeah.
Oh,
But anyhow, so we probably should talk about those stretch goals. It's
Oh my
like-
God,
you want to talk about the
Macabre.
stretch goals?
Macabre, the movie we're in that we're gonna start doing right now. Let's
That
talk
we
about
have funded. That we have funded. We have
that we're
funded.
really funded.
And now
Eric
we're
and
gonna.
It's so relieved. They're just like, we can actually work on the film now.
It's like I'm so
It is
happy.
It is amazing. It's like absolutely mental. Then what, Zach? How many days are we in out of like the total? Are we halfway through?
This is day 14.
That's
yeah, so
fucking-
we're not even halfway through. Like technically, the like end of this week is halfway through.
That's actually
Well,
Stupid.
the
Some more-
at 8:00 in the morning Eastern Standard Time begins the third week.
Good.
Okay.
So we'll have officially been half over, I believe, Wednesday morning.
that is absolutely nuts, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? We got some absolute badasses out there. Fucking
Yeah,
cool.
dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Love
just
you guys.
it's so cool because like now again, it's like I kind of mentioned it earlier in the stream is just like, you know, when you start this kind of a thing, the reason that I was so like kind of like antsy about doing Kickstarter is because you have that hustle limitation of a month. So it's like if you
Right.
don't get that money in that month, you don't get any money at all. And so
Right.
in the beginning, when you're looking at 0 out of 40,000, it feels so huge. But now that we're here, it's like we just all climb Mount Washington together and we're looking up at the top, you know?
Yeah.
So except Zack is now about to talk about the next mountain climb.
Let's
keeping
build
this
some
set.
What, me? Oh, I thought Eric wanted to take it away, but
Oh,
I
or
can,
Eric, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, either one. Whoever wants to.
Well, you do it. I can chip in.
I'll get the ball rolling because we got
gonna-
3 stretch
some-
goals. So stretch goal number 1, $50,000. So that is now just under $10,000 away. So with that, what we're gonna do? There's some violent shit going on in Macabre.
Yeah. Really nasty.
Yeah, nasty,
I'm so
gritty,
excited.
violent stuff going on in Macabre, and we want that to look realistic for one. We want to make sure that we work that movie magic and it actually appears like it's something scary and really happening. And in order to do that, we're gonna have to get pretty. Give me a word here, Eric.
Physical.
Sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to get pretty physical with that. That's a great word because it correlates exactly with what's happening here. So, we have David LaValle Jr., who is a professional stunt coordinator. He's worked on films such as Free Guy and West Side Story, and also the Daredevil television series. So what's going to happen, we're going to have him come on board, and he's going to be able to facilitate the stunts and the action and the violence that we need to make it all very realistic, but to also keep us safe, especially to keep the actors safe.
We're already going to be keeping them safe. Like that's, but bringing him on board like gives us the tools to go even. Well,
we were.
I own stunts.
Bringing him on board gives us the tools to go the distance and go even further with the action and the stunts, so that no one gets hurt.
Yeah. Sorry, Harvey. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, Erik's fully aware of my commitment to my own stunts, and it will be only more in this.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to even say that one stunt.
I don't even want to say it. We'll be put in jail.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That one take. Like, thank God everyone, like, you know, Chris was on his game with the focus pulling, and Isaiah was on his game with that camera movement. But by God, I'm so glad you only had to do that once.
Dude,
Well, it was a one take shot. That was it.
Yeah.
It was one take, and that's all you got.
A few scrapes and bruises.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
just a regular Joan Crawford over here.
I remember you talking to me afterwards, like, yeah, man, my leg kind of hurts. I was like,
yeah, my knee's not great.
I'm having you slide down on your knees at the wall.
freezing my ass off in that fucking bathroom for hours.
Oh my God, I remember that. You poor thing.
And
poor Paul.
And then Paul in the shower.
Oh God. But
I farted on a completely expensive mic, dude, and Paul heard it in HD. That's how.
Yeah, that was the best, dude.
What a day that was.
The Shep's microphone that we got.
What a fun day, though.
But having David is great because David brings a sense of security and professionalism to certain actions that you might think are like, oh yeah, like they're just running and he happens to grab her, like something simple like that. But if you can tell when an indie movie has not done their due diligence, when stuff like that doesn't look quite right. And I'm not saying without him we wouldn't be able to accomplish it, but it's like with him we could get it done better and faster, right? Because it's like you have a person that's just meant for that job. Another comparison is like, you know, we could probably do focus pulling on our own. We could have Isaiah do the focus pulling, but isn't it way better that we have someone whose only job is to pull focus at the correct time and at the correct, so that every shot is in focus. And then Isaiah, all he has to do is point the camera at the right place. So there's a reason that each person has their own individual assigned job. It's to help make the jobs better and more refined, but also to help speed things along so that we're never really wasting time. So that's really David's expertise is helpful in many ways.
Absolutely. And
the movie village, because it is a fucking village. It's a lot of people, and the more professionals we can get on board, the way smoother and cleaner everything is. And so let's talk about those.
Yeah. And also with our $50,000 goal, that money is going to also go into funding for the film festival submissions, because what the step is, like after we've made the movie, we also need to kind of get eyes on it, and that costs money to submit the film to festivals. And we want to have like the furthest outreach that we can with Macabre. So Erik, you probably can speak more to that side of things because you've had experience.
Well, what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to have the means to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. You want to get the film out to as many festivals that many like prominent festivals, horror festivals, general festivals that have horror categories, and you want to just submit and submit and submit and submit and submit. And the more you submit to, the higher your your chances are of getting into several, if not more, of them. And I have great faith that Macabre, being what it's going to be, is going to be quite successful in the festival circuit. But then beyond that, it's not just getting into the festivals. You kind of have to go to the festivals. You have to go to the festivals. You have to be present. The festivals are there to not only show your work and have them screened for audiences and have the exposure of the film, but you want to be there to represent the film so that you can meet the other people at the festivals, other filmmakers, executives, investors, producers who go to these things looking for new voices, looking for new talent. And the only way to be present for those situations is to actually physically be present. And so the $10,000 would also be going to accommodate transportation for those of us who are going to these festivals. I would imagine Zack and I will be going to every one of them.
Well, I want Randy there too, because he's the swinger and the shaker, as I like to call him.
He is the swinger and the shaker. Randy's really good for the opening the door with people. It's like, hi, I'm Randy, and here's the thing, and this is the stuff. And by the way, here's
you are, yeah.
It's like, what's going on? How you going? And
it sounds like you're a salesman.
Yeah, but it's like,
and it works.
I think
no,
it's
not
like,
really. It's like it's very
like
smooth. It's very charismatic, and it's like, hey, what's going on? And people feel very at ease with you, and yet they're intimidated by you. It kind of works out, and then you're like, now that I've got your attention, here's my psychopathic director, Erik. And I'm like, hi, here's my passion. Here's the thing. And we get shit done that way. And so, between the three of us, I'm quite sure that we will be very effective.
Yeah. And I think like the important thing is, it's like a lot of times when I'm talking to people, my goal is not to necessarily like get something out of them. Like, I'm a people person. Like, I want to learn about people, like what makes them tick, why they're here, what their project is, why they're excited about what they're doing. And so a lot of those introductory conversations, like I just bring sort of like because like, like you've had that conversation with somebody that it feels like they're kind of just like trying to listen or like wait to start talking again, and then they're just going to hit you with their pitch, and that's not fun. You want to be able to learn about people.
You want to be personable.
Yeah, personable.
Well, and everything good and everything true and long lasting happens organically. And it's just that simple. Like our co-executive producer, Juan Herrera, I met him in the restroom at the Phoenix Film Festival. And that's how we met. And started.
They were like both on their way out or something. Like you were like drying your hands, and you were like,
we were washing our hands together, and we just started talking. We were just standing there in the bathroom, just like, who are you? What are you about? What's going on with you? And we just kind of stood there talking for 10 minutes, and then we realized maybe we should leave the bathroom.
Yeah. And then you came over. You're like, I met this really cool guy, Juan. You got to meet him. I was like, hell yeah, let's meet this guy, Juan. And it just so happens that he's got his short film Universe 25 right now that was just won Comic-Con, by the way. Best short film at Comic-Con 2024, which is insane. Congrats to them. So he's on our team, bringing a whole fresh perspective from LA, and he's fantastic. So you never know the people that you're going to meet, and it's really just about getting there. And that's a big reason why that stretch goal, that 50,000 stretch goal, ends up being very important. There is a quick question we could answer from Wyatt. Wyatt asks, let me see, where was it again? I think it was just essentially, when is filming going to start? Let me just make sure. I'm excited for this. When are you all starting filming? And that's pretty much going to be probably early November is what we're going to end up probably aiming for. So somewhere in the early midst of November, probably after Halloween, and for sure before Thanksgiving and all the holiday madness happens.
Oh,
does it say Wyatt? Is the screen name just Wyatt?
The screen name is Wyatt Riberty, Ribordy.
Riberty. I was just wondering if it was a Wyatt that I know.
Oh yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
Well, we know him now.
Yes, we know him now. Different Wyatt than the one you were thinking of, I think, Erik.
We're going to be doing this in November in the crisp. We're going to be doing this in Scorpio season. So
Yeah.
So Zach's energy should be thriving and raging during production.
But who knows what kind of energy that's going to be.
Well,
Sarah, Sarah Campbell, this is hilarious. I don't know what's been going on the internet today, because I talked to China about this as well, but she says, we need a stunt coordinator, someone very demure, charming, very mindful.
I love that. Thank you, Sarah, because I feel like every time I say it, everyone looks at me like, what is she talking about? I'm so glad you're saying that, Sarah.
Yeah, I saw like 2, 3, 4 videos that kept just popping up, like, very demure.
That's us right now. We're very demure. We're very mindful. We're very classy.
Yeah, I was like,
very cutesy.
Like there was this one. Did you send me the video of like a shark like rotating around like a scuba diver, and they're like, see this shark? Very demure.
Very demure.
Very charming.
Okay, we're getting off topic.
Sorry, very off topic. But anyway,
it's not very demure of you.
What's stretch goal number 2?
Stretch goal number 2 is $75,000.
That's right.
And that is to enable us to. What are all the details of that? That is to give us the ability to build a particular set for an important stunt, and do that to the best of our ability, so that that moment in the film can really hit home. Because it does occur within the climax of the film. It is the climax of the film.
It is it is the climax. It is essentially the end of the cold open, which would then segue into the rest of the film. But with the setting that we have, which is this art gallery, the O'Hara Center art gallery. There's a little tidbit. The little tidbit. Give it a little spoiler of the name of the place, which is part of Kentfleet University.
Oh wow, we're getting whoa.
Yes, it is. Well, no, open up just a little bit.
Okay,
yeah.
And we're feeling a little generous of sharing some information here, and yes, the setting is a very specific look, as we were saying before when we were talking about Tenebrae. There's a vision for what this space looks like, and it's probably not one that is going to be easy to find. We're searching right now. We're doing the location scouting online to try to find what we can, but there's going to be exteriors, interiors, and what that might be is we'll have to find multiple locations and sort of have this patchwork quilt of them, which will then be the illusion that it's one setting. But part of that will probably have to be something that we construct, especially if we want to make sure that this is the best possible version of the stunt that we need to perform in this. And with that, we're going to have to construct some sort of set, which I don't want to. That's where I'll draw the line of the information that yeah. But this will be part of this art gallery, and essentially, to build a set. And Randy can attest to this more, but it's, you have to pay for building supplies. You have to pay for labor. You have to pay for the space that you rent to build these things. So that really adds up. So $75,000, which is, $25,000 after our first goal, will help us construct this really grandiose set that will facilitate this stunt and allow us to rent the space, building supplies, labor for all that. So that is really important to ensure the quality of the film.
Yeah, I'll kind of speak just a little bit on that. So when you're building a set, as you guys know, a lot of things have gone up recently in price, which is why we're considering very heavily of just finding spaces that we can piece together with movie magic to make it, maybe we use the art gallery of one place and the hallway of another. And then we use a rooftop of somewhere else and various things of things that we can piece together with movie magic. Now, if we have extra money, then we can start to think about, and a lot of extra money, we can start to think about hiring people to build things. Now, you might think of there's sort of various layers to building a set, right? There's the basic construction aspect of building a set, which is like your studs and like beams of like outlines of like what you'd call like the skeleton of the actual set. And then there's the other pieces, what I would call the more art style sections of the set, which is like, what does this place look like color wise? What are the seats like? Or what are the seat colors? How are the art pieces selected and put around? What's the floor? You know, if we're shooting wide shots, we need to see the floor, right? And so all of this stuff ends up becoming very expensive because you're not only paying construction people to come in and build physical things with tools and wood and metal and nails and staple guns and all these various things, but then you're paying an artist to come in and really set dress the place to look real and feel real, so that by the time you get to the end of it, this set is just like you'd walk in and be like, oh, this is an art gallery. So that is really what those stretch goals are for, and that ends up being why that 75,000 goal ends up being, and that's what this one's for, right? The 75,000 one.
That's right.
Yeah, that really ends up being why that's as expensive as it is, because you'd be surprised. Like, that's actually a relatively conservative estimate that I gave Zack, but like if you had even more money, you could go crazy with it, and really, really design hallways and stairwells and stuff that are all custom made. You know, like some of these things can go really crazy. So even just building out key elements of this area would be super awesome for us to do. Yeah. And then I think we have one final stretch goal, right?
Well, before that, Zack, is it okay? Is it okay if we reveal the inspiration for the names of these locations?
No.
Yes,
Okay.
keep it secret. There must be things that are secret.
Okay. I just want.
It's okay. We're excited. We're funded.
Yeah.
It's all right, baby. I get it.
Those are inside jokes. They wouldn't make sense to anyone.
Oh, they're definitely not anyone else here other than you. And
Oh,
me,
no, yeah.
So the final stretch goal, and then we have a question that I'm going to be re-asking once we go through the final.
Yeah.
There was a question that got asked to Harvey that got cut when the power outage. But let's do the final stretch goal first.
Okay, well, the final stretch goal, because this is the thing, you know, we're making the short film. There's not, like, within the scope of what we need, we you know, like Randy said, like, you know, we could obviously go big and make all this, you know, huge set or whatever, but, you know, if people are really committed to this project and committed to pledging their support to it, we want to, you know, start putting stuff aside for the theatrical version, because that is our long-term goal. We want to get that made. This is just the proof of concept. And a lot of that is going to, you know, really kind of be this nest egg to help us get what we want in terms of casting, let's say. So at $100,000, like if we were able to get to $100,000, I guess really anything over 75, but like especially once we get to $100,000 and over, that's all money that is going to go into Historic House Productions, which is Randy's production company, for the production of Macabre. There's the logo behind him. For the production of Macabre as a feature-length, theatrically released horror movie, and there is someone very specific in mind that we want as the main character in this movie, one of the main characters. And that is going to be someone who is, you know, trying to walk around this, because I don't want to reveal too much. So I'm gonna let Erik do it, because he's better at this than me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. You know, she's somebody who's been around for a long time, and it is absolutely a person who should most certainly have her name over the title of a film again.
Yes, I love that. I think that's great.
That'll do it.
Love it. Yeah.
And I think that's the final one, right?
That's the final stretch goal. Yeah, and anything beyond that. I mean, like this. I mean, we could be up to 200,000. Like that is all going into the feature film.
Yeah, that's correct.
We're making we're
so-
building the set. That's really like the where it stops for Macabre the short film, but everything after that it's going towards the bigger picture.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan to have too, because you never know. Like sometimes when it comes to this stuff, it's like they see the short and then they're like, all right, give me one more test sequence, and then you have to like scramble together some cash to film another test sequence. So, but okay, so Harvey, this was
Yes.
from first name, last name, just picking up because your
Yeah, it got cut out.
your feed got cut. Which was, what was the scariest movie you saw that didn't necessarily, it didn't have to be your favorite movie, but just happened to scare you a lot?
So this is one of my favorite movies. Now that the one of my favorite horrors, and definitely the scariest that I've watched in my 20s. Now that I am, and that would be Hereditary. That movie is fuck off scary and strange, and I think like right next to that would maybe be Midsummer. That one is just a whole daytime horror, and that's a big psychological head mess. But those two, I'd say Hereditary and Midsummer, and then if they want the top 5, it would be in there somewhere, as well as the original The Thing. So yeah, that's yeah, no, scary should be Hereditary. That one's proper fucked, and the family dynamic in that is actually like the on-screen acting in that is just insane. It's absolutely insane. So everyone watching, if you haven't watched Hereditary or Midsummer or The Thing or It, I can watch it, mate. Watch that shit. It's brilliant.
What do you think
yeah.
of The Witch?
The Witch, also fantastic.
Okay, let's get that back into your memory.
Oh yeah, no, that is also fantastic. That one, yeah, that one is very creepy. That with the black sheep and everything, the baby being stolen, all that. But no, that is absolutely fantastic. But Hereditary, I think that's going to go with the scariest for me.
So, someone asked. Oh wait, actually, do you want to do the super chat?
Yeah, let me just quickly. Well, not quickly, but let me get to the super chat here. So Sarah Campbell, who's just a tried and true supporter all around. Just a great human being. A great supporter of mine on Patreon, and a great supporter of the movie. I can't say enough good things about Sarah. Sarah says, I just want to say congratulations. I've been watching Zack on the Scream team for a few years now, and I'm so proud. Congrats to all of you, and I can't wait for this adventure to continue. Hashtag Macabros.
Oh, Sarah.
Yeah.
You're so demure. You're so mindful. You're so classy. I love you,
She
Sarah.
is demure, mindful, and classy.
Mhm.
She's very cutesy, too.
So Aqua Death. Well, it's Aqua_Death, but the A is a 4. So is Macabre going to be like a 20-minute short film? I think it's tricky to say exactly how long it is, but it'll definitely be shorter than 20 minutes. And it might even end up more in the 15-ish minute realm, is my guess.
Can we reveal the page count of the script? Because the rule of thumb usually is like 1 minute per page, which is not always accurate.
Not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I think we probably could, because we're selling. I mean, we're offering the script as part of a pledge.
We
so
are,
I feel like
yeah.
they're, so
right there, you can still get it. The script is. Let me double check, because my memory is not always that good. So, 13 pages.
I think might be 14 with the title card, or like the.
1, 2. Yeah. Well, you got the cover, but it's coming to 13 is what I'm seeing here.
I would expect 13 to 15 is probably in the realm, right? You think?
And if you go back to like Scream 1 or 1996, that opening scene I believe runs just under 13 minutes.
Yeah, and the short film is the as a proof of concept for the feature. We have taken the opening sequence of the film, which is like, you know, this magnificent series of kills, and it's a proper cold open to a movie, but it also stands on its own as a horror short film.
I love that proper.
Yeah.
It's very British of you, Erik.
We have another question from first name, last name. Zack, will you still be making YouTube videos while you are working on Macabre? I understand if you're not, since you will want to devote most of your time and energy to it.
Absolutely. That's, you know, always the plan. Like, YouTube is my source of income. It's been a little quiet lately because we have been planning Macabre. I wouldn't expect anything like crazy in depth, because those videos really do, you know, take a lot of planning and like post-production editing as well. But there's certainly going to be a lot of updates about Macabre and the filming process, and just, you know, little things along the way of just like a lot of other horror movies, and you know, lists that I still want to make, and, you know, rankings and all that fun stuff. And who knows, maybe I'll have one of these lovely people join me.
Dude, if you ever decide to do Train to Busan, like I don't know how, you know, if like that's how you would do it, but if you ever like do a breakdown or something, I would love to be. I mean, I'd just watch it. But,
who killed who in Train to Busan?
Which zombie killed who in Train to Busan?
That might get a little complicated.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of zombies in that one.
Nice. Yeah.
But,
No, there's always, you know, I want to keep it going for sure. It's not like I'm just abandoning it altogether. Although I'm not too happy with YouTube right now, as we're on YouTube.
YouTube is not showing your videos.
YouTube is just not being very fair to a lot of its creators, and we'll just, you know, leave it at that. I mean, personally, like as someone who would, you know, go on, like as the audience of someone, like if I was to go onto YouTube and I'm subscribed to a specific person, it's because I want to see their videos, and that person's videos exclusively, and as well as the other people's. And if the platform is making it difficult for me to access that, or just like not actually showing me, especially when I am like subscribed to like notifications and things like that, like there's something really shady about that. And like I promoted the campaign without any ads, because I mean, I would never have liked the optics to have like ads playing on anything Macabre related that was more of like, okay, we're like, just in terms of like the campaign video of like, go to this site and like support us here. So I completely removed them in good faith, and it was just one of those things where you would think like, okay, you're not taking away ad revenue from like anyone else on YouTube. It's just, you know, solely this video is for your subscribers to see for free and nothing else, and for them to still kind of like block it from a lot of people. Like there's something about that just doesn't sit right with me.
Instagram is very much the same way.
Exactly.
I struggle with it every day.
I will say the chat does seem to really like your answer, Harvey. Very well thought out.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant.
Lovely. Glad you will like it.
Well, gents, it is 10.
Oh wow! Yeah.
We have succeeded in doing what we came here to do tonight.
Came out and everyone came in. It was absolutely amazing. Can't believe we've done it. It's fucking very cool. Mm-hmm. Very, very cool.
It's awesome. Well, we're gonna keep doing the live streams. We need to try to get Siobhan on here so everyone can.
Yeah, Siobhan is our third cast member, and everyone needs to meet her.
Yeah,
she's great.
She's marvelous.
We're gonna be we're gonna be doing this like I said, this is like, it doesn't just stop with the campaign. We want you guys to be as involved in the process of this as we can make you involved in it, just in terms of giving you updates along the way and what's going on. I'm going to be doing 2 guest live streams this week. The first one is on Thursday night with Craven Something Scary, so you can check me out there. And then on Friday, Erik and I will be on Womp Stomp Films to talk about Macabre as well, and hang out with Vincent over there. So we're really excited for all of that. And keep an eye on our Instagram accounts, because we're going to be doing a lot of engaging there. Like we love doing these live streams, whether it is on YouTube or Instagram. So find us, follow us all. I'll probably add everyone's Instagram handle at the bottom if you're all cool with that. But everyone's pretty much linked to the Macabre movie account. You can easily find us. Our bios are going up there. But just follow us, and you'll have pretty good access to everything that's going on as we move towards the production of the movie.
Yeah. It only gets better from here, guys. This is just the beginning. Now we actually can start having the adventure.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else anyone wants to add?
No, I think I'm about ready for Betty Bye at this point.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's been a whirlwind of a day. It's been
What a day.
Absolutely. I just before we sign off, I just want to again just extend my gratitude. It is very humbling to be believed in this way, and to be accepted into the world that Zack has created, and by all of you. And you've been getting to know me and you for a while now, and this has just been beautiful. So I can't wait to show you what we can do.
Kick ass.
Thank you. And also Joe is reminding us and everyone to remind you, please continue to share the campaign. Even if you've been watching and you haven't been able to support, just spread the word, get it out there. Let's get, more eyes on the project, because we still want to hit those stretch goals. We want to make this the best possible version of itself that it can be. So, let everyone know. You might, tap into someone who's actually really interested in Macabre. And we can only make this better from here on out. So thank you very much. We appreciate all of that, and thank you to Erik and Randy and China for coming out, and thank you Harvey for making your first appearance, and
thank you for having me
and showing off the goods.
Your fans are nuts.
Yeah. But I think that's all for tonight. Let's let these lovely people get to sleep, because I don't do that for hours. But we'll see you soon. Take it easy, guys.
Sayonara.